Well, fans, good afternoon and welcome to the Robert L. McNulty Memorial Soccer Field here in Jersey City. Our first broadcast of men's soccer this year as the Gothic Knights play their 2019 home opener in a matchup of undefeated teams, the 3-0 Gothic Knights against the 2-0 Maccabees of Yeshiva University. We are just underway here in Jersey City. I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for watching GothicVision. It's been an exciting week here at NJCU. Brand new logos, a brand new identity has been unveiled. And for NJCU, we are Jersey City's team, our new tagline. This version of the Gothic Knights today will be down two key pieces as they are without their captain, Mike Almeida. He is sitting out of this game with an injury. Nothing too serious as he is expected back next week. And the Knights missing a few other pieces as well. So getting the start in the back in place of Mike Almeida will be 6'5" junior Ryan Farrell, and he's going to be in a key position there with the man you see with the ball, and that's number 8, João Fernandez. He is a highly touted freshman. He is almost a surefire all-conference caliber player. Long ball upfield to Edric DePaula, who got a piece of it and nearly converts it sails wide. But you see, Fernandez is going to be probably the biggest piece of this program that has been added this year. The coaches are raving about his leadership abilities, and obviously his play on the field speaks for itself. And you got some size back there in the middle today between Fernandez and, of course, the senior Ryan Farrell. The rest of the backs on the left side today will be Nelson Segovia, and on the right side will be Edwin Hernandez. Ron Jones, who typically has been starting in the left back, he's going to get pushed up to midfield today. And in the midfield, he'll be joined by Joe Burgos, number 10, fresh off his first career hat trick. And he scored 3 goals to break a 1-1 time, beat Albright 4-1. He is joined in the middle by Orlando Alcantara. And on the right side for NJCU today, it'll be Kevin Alvarez, freshman midfielder, getting the start. Up top, Koshane Marshall. He's already got a pair of goals on the year. And Edric DePaula, who we mentioned a bit ago. Old Dahir Kazoun, the starting keeper for the Knights. Starting keeper for Yeshiva is number 57, Nicholas, I messed his name up in the starting intros, Dlugacha. And he, as we say his name, grabs the ball. He gotcha. Rest of the lineup for Yeshiva, freshman back, Joshua Friederwitzer, number 2, number 10, Alberto Benamouz in the forward today. Other forward will be number 13, Zachary Stober, and number 15, Ethan Fatia. Midfield will be number 18, Elon Slonim. Charles Schachter, number 21, Gabriel Zertis, and Jonathan Zinger, number 23. Those players in the back, at least according to the roster, with number 30, Kevin Kozba, and number 31, Raphael Minsky in the midfield. Ball played upfield. It's going to be offsides on Yeshiva. Ball taken away here in the middle. Good dribbling by Fatea. Our producer-director today making his official broadcasting solo directing debut is John Putter, our baseball closer. With an all-baseball crew today, Ricky Voss. Hit a lot of home runs as a first baseman last year. He's on the roof right now. He's on our camera. Fortunately, with a Friday 12 o'clock start, not a lot available to work this game, so we're a little short today. So only one camera, unfortunately. And Ian Ambrose is on the field contributing today as our official manager on the field. Jim Turvey, Nina Carbonero on the live stats, which you can follow on njcugothicknights.com. Ball played towards the near sideline. Of course, this field is about the minimum width that you are permitted in the NCAA. Obviously, that's a huge home field advantage for the Knights, who are used to playing in this field. But for teams that might be used to playing on a more maximum width field, that sometimes is an adjustment the first time you play here. Not as much for the NJAC teams, but definitely for the non-conference ones. Patea, good movement here. Shut down, however, by Fernandez, and he plays it outside to Ron Jones. Ron Jones will bring up the field for the Knights. And that's a long ball. That'll play to be a goal kick for Yeshiva. There is a threat of rain in the forecast as we've played 7 minutes here in the first half. No score between NJCU and Yeshiva. 1 o'clock, the skies are, at least according to the forecast, potentially going to open up. And we'll see how that changes the dynamic of this one. Ball played towards the middle. Good step there by Fernandez. Then a long ball played down the right side. Ron Jones is there to clean it up and then sends it towards the middle of the field. Flicked from DePaula over to Burgos. Burgos, now with pressure, sensing it, and he plays it wide, but not wide enough, looking for Coshane Marshall. NJCU has scored 7 goals on the year so far, 3 by Burgos in the Albright game. Jal Fernandez got his first of his career in that one. Ron Jones scored the first goal of the year in the first game of the season against St. Joe's Brooklyn. Just 2 minutes into the game, Coshane Marshall scored in each of the first 2 games of the year. Did not score against Albright. Ball played wide here. Hernandez. Ooh. Tried to close off the angle. Good shot there by Yeshiva. And Aldahir Kazoun on the blast by Raphael Minsky. And the ball was hugging that post. He couldn't take that chance. Had to play it out. It'll be a corner kick here for the Maccabees. On the corner will be number 15, Ethan Fatia. Opportunity here in the middle. Good flick, but cleaned up. Benamu was trying to play it to himself. Shot by 30 was blocked. 31, I should say. No, it is 30. They have a 30 in the field, but he's not in my sheet here because I didn't circle him. That's Kevin Kozba. It'd be nice if I circled his name. And a foul on the Maccabees. First foul of the game. And the Gothic Knights, Orlando Alcantara is going to have an opportunity. They're going to say stop the clock here. Is there a card issued? We never saw a card pulled out officially, but the referee did write something down. So we're unclear who it was on. Either way, Alcantara will have the free kick here. And the Gothic Knights are offside. Yeah, we'll have to check that at the half to see officially who had that card. But something was pulled, just never signified by the referee. That's why we didn't know to stop the clock, because we never saw a card. Farrell plays it deep. Nobody's home. I'm not sure who that was played to. Yeshiva's got both shots so far in this game, as we have played approximately 11 minutes. Or 10 minutes, I should say. We are in the 11th minute. Hernandez will take the throw in for the Knights. Sophomore didn't play a ton last year. He's going to get the opportunity today. The other player out today is Mike Abreu, out with an injury. Been a 4-year starter. And as is a foul on the Maccabees on number 18, Ian Slonim, and that's going to set up an awesome opportunity here in the middle of the field for the Knights. Very dangerous tackle by Slonim. It'll be DePaula taking the kick here. DePaula, who has scored a nifty goal last year against William Patterson, wrapping it around the wall, tries it again, forces a block there by the keeper, Gludich. Glugach, that's how you say his name. From Buenos Aires, Argentina. I got to work my Argentinian. Jones with the long throw in here. Header, oh, he could not get a piece of it. And it'll be out of play and a goal kick for Yeshiva. Fernandez, the 6'3" center back for the Knights, came all the way up. The Kearney native unable to get a header on that one after the long throw by Jones. It was actually Segovia. Segovia's the one who came up on that play. It wasn't Fernandez. It was Segovia. And he is now in that. They've made a couple switches here. So Farrell, who had started in the center back, has been moved to the midfield. And they've had Nelson Segovia switch into that spot. So he is now the other center back with Ron Jones and Edwin Hernandez now on the outside. So Jones has shifted to the left back, as the Knights are running a 4-4-2, and Ryan Farrell has kind of stepped in more of a defensive midfielder type role. And that's where Farrell's size in the midfield helps. That ball's knocked away by Yeshiva and then settled by Segovia. Segovia's brother Chris played 4 years for the Knights, now in his second year as an assistant coach. Ball played up the wing, looking for Benamou. Benamou curling it towards the post. Kazun is there to wrap it up. Ball nearly gets through. And Yeshiva plays it towards the right side. Ron Jones cleans that play up. Up the wing, Marshall with speed. Can he keep it in? No. As the ball is settled by a former soccer player for NJIT. And now our visual genius photographer, that's Cliff Prescott over there, capturing images of today's contest. And that ball will sail out of play. No score, NJCU, Yeshiva. We are approaching 15 minutes played. Yeshiva has a 3-1 edge in shots in this one. I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for watching Gothic Night Soccer here on GothicVision. Giveaway there by Segovia. An opportunity for Yeshiva. Fatia's shown some great footwork in this game, but unable to keep that inside the touchline. And an injury on the field, Fatia is down, and sportsmanship for the Knights as they will play the ball out. And we believe we have a substitution here. 19 for 15 is the sub. It'll be David Stem into the game as we will announce it to the crowd here in Jersey City as I'm doing both PA and broadcasting duties today. A little tough to get crew to work on a 12 o'clock start on a Friday afternoon. Chance here for the Knights. Shot by Marshall is wide. I believe there's a foul on Yeshiva here. Marshall got dinged. I think it was by number 23, Jonathan Zinger. So Zinger with the dinger, I guess you could say. And it'll be Ron Jones on the free kick. Jones with the left foot towards goal. Header by Farrell, just wide. So goal kick here. Each team now with 3 shots as we have played 18 minutes of soccer here in Jersey City. No score, NJCU against the Maccabees. Game time temperature was approximately 68 degrees, but it feels a little chilly with the wind off the bay. Marshall applying pressure. Marshall looking for the outside post, and that is smothered by Deglucha. Yeshiva 2-0 on the year. Opened this season in the Delaware Valley tournament out in Doylestown, PA. They knocked off the host squad, the Aggies of Delaware Valley, 2-1. And then in Teaneck on Sunday beat York 1-0. And that is a foul on Alcantara as a late tackle there sends Benamou to the turf. 3 different players have scored for Yeshiva this year. Zachary Stober, who's on the field. Alberto Benamu, who is actually coming out of the game right now. There'll be a substitution. And the other goal was scored by Jess Rom, who is not on the field. So, new player for the Maccabees will be number 16, Mir Levy, and we will announce him to the crowd here at the Garrity. Substitution for the Maccabees, now in the game, number 16, Mir Levy. He replaces number 10, Alberto Benamu. And that poked wide by Yeshiva, so the Gothic Knights with the goal kick. Aldahir Kazun was a part-time starter the last couple of years, sharing the duties with Eric Lope-Silva. Lope-Silva not back this year. Ball flicked up the field. Burgos doing a nice job to get past the defender, but good goalkeeping there by Dlugacha. Apparently, we've had another substitution. One of the Yeshiva players kind of came on the field without checking in with anybody. You're not supposed to do that. The officials didn't stop it. Number 36, Tomer Witter, is now on. He replaced Joshua Friedowitzer. And we've also announced that to the crowd during the next stoppage and play. Farrell has it for the Knights, playing it outside here to Burgos. Burgos looking for Alcantara. Alcantara, part of our staff here in NJSU Athletics, working camera during baseball games. That header is wide by DePaula, but the Knights regain possession. Burgos looking for Marshall. Great opportunity here. Marshall looking for an opportunity. He sees Farrell. Farrell left foot. Shot is smothered on a diving stop on the far post by the goalkeeper, Dlugacha. One other substitution for Yeshiva now in the game, number 36, Tomer Witter. He replaced number 2, Joshua Friedowitzer. Long ball played right side, settled by Alvarez. Alvarez the poke, and it's blocked by the keeper. Another opportunity will have to wait because it is cleared at the last second defensively, and then Hernandez couldn't save it as he went down in a collision there on the sideline with Raphael Minsky. Be a throw-in for the Maccabees. Yeah, throw in here for NJCU. Shots are 5-3 Knights after Yeshiva had 3 of the first 4 of the game. DePaula with it. DePaula switches and looks wide to Alvarez. Alvarez flicks it towards the middle. Shot by DePaula is blocked. Witter doing a good job as a center back replacement for Friedowitzer. He's getting away of that one. Now an opportunity for the Maccabees, momentarily thwarted as Levy had the ball knocked away. And a handball, unlucky bounce there for Minsky as came up and caught his hand. Long ball by Fernandez, and the keeper, Dlugacha, will allow it to sail wide. Currently 68 degrees, the official temperature here in Jersey City, where it's cloudy. And the forecast has now changed. It was supposed to rain at 1 o'clock, and now it appears it will not rain until the 6 o'clock hour. So the Knights are going to dodge a weather bullet. Hernandez settles that long one. Burgos has it in the middle. Burgos, it will stop in a dime, then change direction. Looking for Farrell. Farrell, that is off of the Maccabees, and it'll be a throw for the Knights. Ron Jones in front of the visitor bench. Goes to Burgos with it. Burgos back to the middle of the field. Good touch, Alcantara to Burgos. Burgos dribbles through two defenders. Shot is punched aside by a diving Dlugacha. And it'll be a corner kick for the Knights. I believe it'll be Alcantara. Yes, it is. Our fearless third base cameraman. We have under 20 to play here in the opening half. Alcantara curls it. Header just high by Farrell. Second near miss for him this one. Playing midfield after starting the game in the back. And the 6'5" Farrell narrowly misses, putting the Knights up on top. Great ball by Alcantara, curling it towards a big target for the Knights. And that kick by Dlugacha is wide. That results in a throw-in for the Knights. Burgos could not control. Ron Jones came back to challenge the Maccabees, but he ends up fouling their outside mid. It was Minsky getting fouled. And free kick we taken here by Gabriel Cerdas. Well read by Alvarez, who comes up and pounces on it and takes it up the field. Burgos making a run. Alvarez plays it towards the middle, but right to the keeper. Dlugacha read it well and was there to smother it and prevent any attempt by Burgos, but this kick not on target, and it'll be a throw by Hernandez. Alvarez tried to do a volley to himself, taken away by the Maccabees. No score between these squads, as NJCU and Yeshiva playing on a 12 o'clock game here in Jersey City. And, of course, if you're wondering why the early start, you got the Sabbath coming up. Yeshiva, obviously a school that is based on the Jewish religion. And for those who are Orthodox, the Sabbath Friday at sundown to Saturday at sundown. And there's no activity permitted, cannot work, cannot drive, cannot participate in sporting events. So to get the game in, and this is a good matchup between two local teams that don't play too often. Teams must play earlier in the day to guarantee that not only will the game be over in time, but also that Yeshiva is able to return back to its campus in the northern section of New York City. It's actually near Washington Heights, and allow folks to get home. Gothic Knights are going to have a substitution in a moment. I think it's Samuel Ansa, who had a productive freshman campaign. He'll come in on the midfield for Kevin Alvarez in a little bit. Ball played towards the middle. Fernandez pokes it away. up the field. Good touch by Burgos. It's taken away, however, by Kazba. Kazba curls it. Far post too long. Stem had it momentarily. And then his pass attempt towards the middle is blocked away. Loose ball comes towards our side. Shakhtar is there. And they play it back to their backs to reset the play. Last touch by Alcantara. It'll be a Yeshiva throw, so Knights cannot sub. Hernandez. Oh, great tackle by Hernandez. Edwin Hernandez laying out to block what could have been a breakaway there on the wing. Great defensive presence by him. And it was last touch. Actually, they're saying it's a Yeshiva foul to allow the free kick here as the Knights restart. Farrell breaking up that play. Burgos now has it for the Knights. Alcantara with the turn. Alcantara plays it wide, looking for DePaula. DePaula with a chance. DePaula's shot is blocked. His second chance is knocked aside. It'll be a corner kick for the Knights. I believe it was actually the keeper, Dlugacha, who got a paw on it at the last second. And we will have a substitution entering the game for NJCU. Number 16, Samuel Ansa, replacing number 23, Kevin Alvarez. So after the substitution, just over 14 minutes remaining, and Orlando Alcantara on the corner here on the near side. Poked away. Alert play by the keeper, Dlugacha, and he came down hard holding his head as he had to elevate there. He's listed at 5'10", and you had some size coming through. Looks like the keeper is okay. They're going to check on him real quick as they run some water over from the bench. As the athletic trainers have been summoned on the field, the clock will stop with 13:42 to go in the first half as Carla Mejia, NJCU's head athletic trainer who handles both of the soccer teams. And looks like he has to be examined because of a possible head injury. Those are the rules now in the NCAA. And they're going to have to substitute their goalkeeper. He is not happy about it, but they don't have another keeper prepared, so this is going to be a slight delay. The backup keeper is Saji Badash. He is a 5'11 junior at Arash Hayin, Israel. I am Jewish, so I probably should be able to pronounce that better, but I am a second grade Hebrew school dropout. True story. Corner kick here. So the new keeper, ball, the clock will start on the touch by Alcantara on the corner. Keeper got a piece of it his first time on the field. He thought he got fouled, and he did. So a foul in the box there as the keeper goes down. Substitution for Yeshiva. Now in goal, number 1, Saji Badash. He replaces number 57, Nicholas Dlugacha. Another corner here for NJCU. This will be their fourth. Alcantara, this is his role this year. Line drive, trying something different. DePaula trying the flick, but coming out to grab it was Badash. Played outside to Samuel Ansa. Ansa, can he save it? He cannot. And the Knights will have a substitution as we will see Louis Lang coming in here up top for Edric DePaula. Substitution for NJCU. Now in the game, number 22, Louis Lang. He replaces number 11, Edric DePaula. Three of the shots now. NJCU has had the last 11 shots in this game. As we are now under 11 to play in the first half. Farrell, header over to Ron Jones. Jones, facing pressure, plays it outside to Cochane Marshall, the two Montclair, New Jersey natives on this squad. Marshall, with speed, takes it towards the middle. Looking wide to Ansa, plays it to Alcantara. Alcantara in the middle, poked free and having to come out of off his line and cover that one up is Badash. Here's an opportunity for Jones on the outside. Jones, and has knocked over the end line. Good defensive play by Amir Levy. Another corner kick coming up for the Knights. Corner by Alcantara. Oh, what a save! Farrell, another great opportunity. And the new goalkeeper, Badash, laying out 180. Under 9 to play. Alcantara again with the right foot. Loose ball, and it's flicked outside. Fernandez is going to try to settle. He's not going to be able to keep it in, but it will be an NJCU throw. Ron Jones, who's got pretty good arm. He will be taking a majority of the throws for NJCU. Jones fires it towards the box. Ansa, side volleys wide. 8 minutes to play here in the first half. No score in JCU and Yeshiva. Yeshiva, most successful program right now, at least from a major sport capacity, is their men's basketball team, which has been the NCAA's. Jones fires it high. Actually, I take that back. That was Marshall on the pass from Jones, firing it high. Cochet and Marshall with the bid. Are they saying somebody got a piece of that one? They are. They're saying that it was partially blocked, which I did not see. Knights will, however, take advantage. And for the 7th time today, Orlando Alcantara, who has done very well in this role and has given the Knights multiple chances, will the 7th time be the charm? Knights with 14 shots already here in the first half. And that is blocked aside. Alcantara again in the middle. That's headed out. And settled. Good job by Kozba. Burgos takes away. Burgos spins, falls to the turf, and a ball played upfield to Kazoon, who will come off his line to scoop it up.
We got 3 subs coming up. We got 28 for 19, 57 for 1 goalkeeper, and then 11 for 31.
There will be 3 subs for the Maccabees, including the return of their starting goalkeeper on the next dead ball. And coming out to maybe touch the ball for the last time is Badash. Alcantara in the middle, playing it to Ansa. Ansa pushing it forward onto Lang. And it is Yeshiva ball to be a substitution for the Maccabees. Three substitutions for the Maccabees. Returning to the game in goal, number 57, Nicholas Tlugach. He replaces number 1, Saji Badash. Now in the game, number 28, Dove Jacobson, replacing number 19 and David Stem. And in the game is number 11, Isaac Ben-Dahan, replacing number 31, Raphael Minsky. Hernandez looking for Marshall there in the corner. Ball played wide. Ron Jones heads it back, and it's flipped up in the air. You can see the wind starting to wreak havoc a little bit on any ball that gets up into the atmosphere. And that is a foul on Ansa. Kevin Kozba, the Yeshiva player, being frustrated by that infraction. Ansa with it. Ansa looking to Burgos. It sneaks through. Burgos on the outside to Marshall. Marshall with it. Marshall making a run. Back to Burgos. Burgos knocked away momentarily. Burgos gets knocked to the ground. No call. Farrell tries to play it back. Yeshiva able to settle as they avoid some danger there, and another foul on Ansa as he fouls Ben-Dahan. Three minutes to go here in the half. Good defense there by Curtis. Otherwise, Marshall had a break. Here's a chance for Yeshiva. And the low shot, not as much on it as initially looked like Stober would have, as a little bit came off, and Kazoon just had to dive to his left to cover it on a soft shot. But that is the first shot for Yeshiva since they led 3-1 in that category. Oh, and a dangerous opportunity there as the Zinger backheader goes to his keeper. And obviously we can't hear them talking from where we are, but you would imagine that those two players did communicate there, I'm here. Zinger is a sophomore, as is Zugach. Alcantara with the steal. Marshall got knocked off that one. Foul on the Maccabees. So Ron Jones, with 1:17 to go, will take the free kick here on the far side. Header. Goal! Mike. I should say Mike. I almost said Mike Almeida. Goal by Nelson Segovia on the free ball from Ron Jones. And the Gothic Knights seize a 1-0 lead. The NJCU goal, his first of the year, scored by number 5, Nelson Segovia. The assist to number 6, Ron Jones. Segovia from Jones in the 44th minute to give the Knights a 1-0 lead. We have under a minute to go in the first half. .30 seconds to go on a 1-0 lead for the Knights. There'll be a foul here. Referee didn't say stop the clock. He did not say stop the clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halftime. And your score at the half. New Jersey City University leading Yeshiva 1-0. So on the header goal by Segovia, on the assist from Ron Jones, the Gothic Knights lead 1-0. We will take a break here at the half. We'll come back in about 10 minutes, give you the stats for this one, as NJCU looking to improve to 4-0 on the year. And we're back here at the Robert L. McNulty Memorial Soccer Field, getting set for the second half between NJCU and Yeshiva. It is now raining lightly, and the forecast, which I said was supposed to start raining at 1, and then it got switched to 6. Well, I guess the original forecast was actually correct. As rain beginning to come down, we have added our field mic, so you can hear a little bit of the wind, which is picking up in the background. Halftime stats, NJCU, 16 shots, 9 on goal, 1 went in. The header in the late 44th minute by Nelson Segovia from Ron Jones. 5 shots for Yeshiva, 3 on goal. NJCU had 7 corner kicks, 1 for the Maccabees. NJCU 7 fouls, 5 on Yeshiva. And the goalkeepers for Yeshiva, starting keeper Zugach and backup keeper Badosh, combined for 8 saves, 3 for NJCU starter Aldihir Kazun. Second half underway. And the Knights now going from right to left here, trying to get an insurance goal. Segovia became the 5th different Gothic Knight to score this year. Shot there by the Paul is blocked. Off of Frieda Witzer, who's back in for Yeshiva. Looked like the Paula was held, nothing called, and then ultimately taken away by Fatia. Farrell is there. Ryan Farrell going to take it to the wing, plays it to the far post, and it gets held up in the wind there, and then the keeper, Dlugach, actually dropped it momentarily. We have an injured player for Yeshiva, and it's number 23, Jonathan Zinger. Good sportsmanship here. Coach Ian Marshall trying to help him up, but he is hurt. And the trainer, Carla Mejia, will come on to take a look. Zinger, sophomore out of Hallandale, Florida. 6 foot. There you can see the precipitation on our camera lens here. Ricky Voss, first baseman for the baseball team, is on the camera. And it looks like this is going to be it for Zinger. He is not having an easy time at all getting off the field. Back to game action here. Zinger's off the field. Here's a chance for the Maccabees. Ball played back towards the middle. And coming in at the last second. Great play again by Hernandez to slide and block that one away. Corner kick here for the Maccabees. Going to sail long. Kevin Alvarez watches it sail wide. Second corner kick of the game. It was taken by Ethan Fatea. Camera's making a few adjustments there. Try to get us a couple better angles. And a foul on Farrell as he held number 18, Alon Slonim, as he went to the turf. Headed out by Fernandez. And it's out of play. It'll be a throw in here for Yeshiva. I am back as we had to go upstairs to level the camera. The weather is making things a little challenging here. Joe Burgos has it for the Knights, plays it to the near side here to Koshane Marshall. Marshall up the wing. And last touch by the Maccabees. Isaac Bendahan. Well, now they reversed the call. It'll be a Yeshiva call after a throw after all. New player in the game is number 6, Shlomo Emselim. He's the new back for the injured player. 6 foot out of Great Neck, New York. And coming out of his box to clear it was Blugach. 1-0 Gothic Knights are in front. We are in the 51st minute of this one. 17 shots for the Knights. The only one that matters so far, Nelson Segovia with the header. Segovia, a criminal justice major, fire science minor. That was actually his first career goal, as he did not score as a freshman or sophomore. And considering it's his first career goal, I kind of expected more of a celebration out of him. It was rather tame. Difficult for us to see exactly who it was because it came through a scrum, and we are positioned in the NJCU current offensive third of the field. The press box here, because this used to be a football stadium, is way off center. So anything on the right side of the field can be a little challenge to see. And that is a foul on the Maccabees. A free kick here for the Knights, as Hernandez is the victim. There you can hear the wind really picking up. The umbrellas are out. And Kazoon wisely going to let that one go, preventing kind of a mistouch that would have resulted in a corner kick. Ira Thor with you live here in Jersey City at the Robert L. McNulty Memorial Soccer Field. Started under cloudy conditions. Now a bit of a light rain. Gary Boulier is your center ref. And a foul called there on the Knights. Edric DePaula. Free kick taken by Curtis. Farrell knocks it away. The Knights, Alvarez with it. JCU's 3-0 on the season. They were 3-0 last year before they lost a 2-1 game to Wesley. They started the 2017 season 4-0. Or actually, I take that back, 3-0-1. That was a tie. And then 2016 in Joe Cullen's first year at the helm of the Knights, NJCU had a school record start, starting the year 7-0. Non-conference, NJCU's been successful during the Cullen era. Still trying to break through in the NJAC, and maybe this will be the year, the fourth year. Usually that's how long it takes most coaches to really kind of get, their full culture, their multiple recruiting classes in place. NJCU won their first men's basketball championship under current head coach Mark Brown in his fourth year. And since then, his program's been a juggernaut, nationally ranked virtually every year. NCAA's 3 years in a row, and this year's team, oh my God, maybe a top 10 team. A while away from basketball season, but I think folks will be very pleased with what they see later this year. Gothic Knights again trying to go to 4-0. And that is last touch by the Maccabees. So it'll be a corner kick here for Orlando Alcantara. If NJCU wins this game, they will be 14-1-1 during the Cullen era in the combined first 4 games of seasons. That's an incredible stat. Alcantara with the right foot. In swinger. Has to be headed out by the Maccabees, settled by Ron Jones. Jones plays it back to Alcantara, who has had to give the ball up because he was offside, but Burgos was not. He ran onto it. Burgos towards the end line. Burgos battling. St. Benedict's prep product out of Hackensack. St. Ben's is one of your premier high school programs, not just in the state, but in the country every year. That's where Edison and Jonathan Bilbao, two of the all-time greats in NJCU history, played their soccer. DePaula has it. DePaula, left foot, and that is blocked by the defense out of bounds off of the leg. Number 22, Gabriel Curtis, and this will be corner kick number 9 for the Knights. Quick restart. DePaula, that is blocked, but it comes out to Fernandez with a rocket high. Rain continuing to land on our camera lens. We may not be far from a Ricky Voss sleeve wipe. Marshall able to disrupt that play momentarily. Fatia with it. Segovia to Jones. Try to back heel. This last touch by NJCU will be a Yeshiva throw. Oh. Saw the weather impacting there as Amsalem had the ball slip. He had to stop and restart. Burgos turns. Burgos going to play it up to DePaula and taken away by Friedewitzer. Goalkeeper for the Maccabees, Nicholas Lugach, is playing deep into the defensive half of the field. He's about halfway up the field, almost as a fifth back. Start to retreat. No, now he won't, as Yeshiva takes it away, takes it to the corner. Ball played across, headed out by Fernandez after the cross by Kozba. The Knights now in transition. Their keeper very high. Can the Knights take advantage? They cannot, as Zoba comes back to break up the play from Burgos, who then is tackled hard. Infraction is Elon Slonim. One yellow in this game. It was on Friedewitzer. That came earlier in the game. We weren't sure at first who got the call because it wasn't signaled. And offsides Yeshiva if they had touched the ball, but the Knights get there first. So offside is waved off. Ron Jones. Knights are offside. And the clock will stop here as there's some confusion. Not sure how the Knights were possibly offsides. There was two players back. Well, call will stand. Even the players don't know what's going on. You see Gabriel Cerdas with his arms like, what's up, guys? He will restart. And looking for Amsalem at midfield. That is wide. Ron Jones will take the throw. We have our dream team of Jim Turvey and Nina Carbonero on the stats. Brand new program this year from the NCAA, which replaces Stacker, which had been the primary stat program in the nation for the last 20 plus years. Well, this year's program, it's more 2019, I guess you could say. It tracks possession among everything. So interesting numbers we can look at post game. Doesn't show up in the live stats yet via sidearm stats, but that'll be a future addition. Just like the World Cup, it's always interesting to see, you know, one team had it 58% of the time, the other had 42%. The only other way to track it other than doing it manually, as Ron Jones slides. What a play by Ron Jones. Oh, Jones on the wet turf. Great play, and then fired just high, but it was deflected on the chance by DePaula. I was going to say, in the World Cup and on that stage, everything is GPS based. You can tell how far players ran. They have trackers in their cleats, often trackers in the balls now. This will be the 10th corner for NJCU for Orlando Alcantara. Fernandez settles it. Fernandez going to have to pull away. Knocked off Yeshiva. Alcantara didn't get back fast enough, and that's where you see number 8, Joao Fernandez, having some words with his teammate. Get back. I wanted to give you that ball, and he couldn't because he was not in position. Throw in for the Knights. Ron Jones. DePaula turns. DePaula! That was partially deflected and then cleaned up by the goalkeeper as Glugach able to cover it up as that was sailing towards the far post. Kazoon gave that back to Fernandez. It was not hit with a lot of pace and nearly taken away by Yeshiva. Knights with a break here. They'll have a throw as we are now in the 62nd minute. 1-0 Gothic Knights. You're watching NJCU men's soccer here on GothicVision. I'm Ira Thor. Our director-producer today is John Putter, who wraps a perfect cable, by the way. I shared a picture last night of John wrapping an absolutely perfect cable with some of my colleagues, and they're all big fans of the work. They were giving him 2 thumbs up. You gotta protect the equipment. Truth be told, when I was in school doing television, I was not the world's best cable wrapper. I think by my junior year, I finally got it. So John's already ahead of my pace. Out of play, but throwing for the Knights. Burgos looking for his 4th goal of the year after just having a hat trick against Albright. Oh, Burgos looked like he got fouled there. He did. No. They're saying a handball on Burgos. They're saying a handball on Burgos, but I think they ignored the contact that led up to that on Kozba. So, be a handball officially on Joe Burgos. Burgos actually has another year he could play, but he's going to graduate. So he and Mike Almeida, both juniors on the field, will graduate this year and probably forego a 4th year playing. Of course, if they choose to attend graduate school, they always have that option to utilize their last year. Ball played up to Edric DePaula. DePaula with it. Back towards the middle on the run. And the shot is in. Kevin Alvarez on a beautiful feed from DePaula. And the Gothic Knights lead 2-0. The NJCU goal, the first of his career, scored by number 23, Kevin Alvarez. Stop. Gotta stop the clock. After a goal, you stop the clock. No, it was running. The assist on the goal to number 11, Edric DePaula. Alvarez from DePaula in the 64th minute. And the Gothic Knights lead 2-0. All right, so the Gothic Knights with a 2-0 lead on their 22nd shot of the game. And Kevin Alvarez becomes the second new NJCU player this year to put A goal in the goal column for the first time. That's out of play. Hernandez with the throw. The Knights scoring at least 2 goals in a game for the 3rd time in their first 4 games. Goals were at a premium last year after Theo Sano, who was their leading scorer, was injured for the season halfway through the campaign. Looked like DePaula was tripped up there. Nothing was called. Alcantara with a good touch to Burgos. It's Alcantara with it. Alcantara touches it back to Farrell. Farrell sidesteps one defender. Plays it outside, but taken away on a good defensive play by Kozba. Ball played up the field. Blocked by Friedewitzer. Long deep ball right onto the feet of Stauber. Stauber's going to have a chance. Evades one slide tackle. That does at least slow him down. Back towards the middle, blocked by the Knights, and then cleared by Fernandez after Hernandez had the initial block of the play, and then Fernandez cleaned it up. Edwin Hernandez, you got to give this kid some credit. His first start for the Knights, and he has played exceptionally well with Mike Almeida out with an injury today. You know, you get your opportunities, and he is stepping up. We have said his name quite a bit as he now has the ball at his feet. And when you go to those opportunities, that's one way to put some confidence in your coach. Come out and perform, and he has. DePaula towards the middle. Burgos was offside, and it is called by the AR2 there. And a quick restart for Yeshiva. They trail by 2. They need to find a way to solve this Gothic Knight defense soon. They have just 3 shots on goal. These teams played last year in Jersey City. NJCU on September 7th, 2018, beating Yeshiva 3-1. I was not at that game because I was involved in a serious car accident on the way to the game. That was the day of an 84-year-old driver ran a red light right into me, totaling my car and nearly breaking my wrist. Ended up just being a really bad dislocation, so I will always remember that game. Burgos sidesteps the defender. Burgos, his 4th goal of the year. Burgos, after not scoring early in his career, has put up 4 goals in 2 games, and the Knight lead is 3-0. The NJCU goal, his 4th of the year, scored by number 10, Joe Burgos. Assisted by number 23, Kevin Alvarez. Burgos from Alvarez, NJCU goal in the 70th minute. And the Knights lead 3-0. Substitution for the Knights. Samuel Ansa is in. He replaces Ryan Farrell. After the goal, substitution for the Knights. Now in the game, number 16, Samuel Ansa, replacing number 32, Ryan Farrell. So the Knights now with a comfortable lead. They won 3-1 a year ago. All three of the goals came in the second half, as did the Yeshiva goal. NJCU leads this all-time series 2-0. And they've now outscored the Maccabees 12-1 in the three all-time matchups. DePaula is going to turn here. DePaula sidesteps the defender. DePaula with it. DePaula playing it outside. Koshe Marshall with it. Koshe Marshall to Alvarez. And then the deflection to Ansa is just wide. Another golden opportunity there to add some insurance. We will have a couple substitutions. Substitutions for the Knights. Now in the game, number 29, Rob Kella. For number 23, Kevin Alvarez. Also in the game, number 28, Jonathan Sandoval. Replacing number 2, Orlando Alcantara. Nothing NJCU, as they are looking to go to 4-0 for the second time in 4 years. Now in the game, touching the ball for the first time was Jonathan Sandoval, junior out of Jersey City, New Jersey, and Dickinson High School, a transfer into the program. Rob Kella, also a junior. Now in the game up top, he's out of Cairo, Egypt, although he currently lives in Jersey City. Shots are 24-6 in favor of the Knights. Maccabees will have a substitution in a moment as Isaac Bendahan will return to the game. DePaula with it at the nice touch from Sandoval. DePaula taking up the pitch. DePaula now plays it right to Rob Kella. Kella with it. Kella towards the middle. Shot by Sandoval. Could not get a piece of it on the volley. Rechance by Ansa is blocked. His second chance is a swing and a miss. Played back to Burgos, and it's deflected wide for an NJCU corner. Quick corner here. This time it's taken by Burgos with Alcantara out of the game. Towards the middle, yeah, it is blocked away there. DePaula on the initial play-in. It'll be another corner kick. This will be the 12th for the Knights. Joe Burgos. Next opportunity, Yeshiva will sub. Clock doesn't stop for subs. Oh, he did? Okay. All right. Hey. Header! Oh, what a goal! Edgar Crespo, who just came on the field as a sub, comes onto the pitch and puts one in off the corner by Joe Burgos. What a goal! And the Knight lead is 4-0. A near post header by Edgar Crespo. The NJCU goal, his first of the year, scored by number 19, Edgar Crespo. Assisted on the corner by Joe Burgos. Crespo from Burgos in the 74th minute, and the Knights lead 4-0. (28-6) are the shots. 4-0 is the lead. Punched out there on the long play in. Out of here, Kazoon playing his position well, allowing his defense to do its job. Ron Jones has possession, plays it up the field to Koshane Marshall, and the Knights have matched their season high for goals already with 4, and we still have 15 minutes and change to play. Knights are going to pressure the goalkeeper here. They did not look comfortable with the ball at his feet. Well, Yeshiva had been 2-0 and played great defense. Offsides by a mile was Zachary Stauber, and an easy call for the official on this side. The women's volleyball team is 3-1 on the year, behind rookie head coach Justin Beaumont. Men's soccer looking to improve to 4-0. So some success so far in the early going. Women's volleyball yesterday beat Cairn 3-0. Jumped out to big leads in the first 3 sets. It was NJCU's first ever win against the Highlanders. Slide Marshall does to take it away. Ansa battles for it. Ansa keeps it in play, but then gives it away. Here's a chance for the Maccabees. The shot is blocked by Shrem. Another opportunity this time. Oh, what a save by Kazoon! And then after that, Yeshiva is called offside. But what a save by Aldihir Kazoon. He hasn't been asked to do much today, but when he was, he came through. Knights are going to have a bunch of subs. Kevin Nunez, number 31, is out there, along with Peter Rosenthal, number 25, and number 21, Angelo Romano, is a member of our Athletic Communications game day staff. Obviously not today because he's playing. Ansa with it. Now Sandoval and Burgos. Burgos. Marshall battling for that ball. Now Fernandez with it. Mistouched by Sandoval, but he's able to regain it. On the outside back right now is Edwin Hernandez, who just got leveled. No call. Play on, the referee says. Gary Boulier. Koshane Marshall. Marshall with a move, poked away by a sliding defender, and then Marshall. How is there not a foul on that as Marshall got laid out? Sandoval with a nice slide tackle, taking the ball away. Fernandez with it. Joel Fernandez. Now he's coming up the field in a support role. He had the ball at his feet, lost it momentarily, and he is called for a foul. That's a professional foul there. The Maccabees will also have a substitution. It'll be number 17, Jake Berlin. Easiest name I've had to say all night. Looked like the Knights got away with a grab there. No, it was picked up. Rob Kella grabbed the back of the uniform of Gabriel Zertis. That one curled over the head of Sandoval. Knights are able to gather the ball. Ansa with it. Ansa's going to run onto it. Ansa has the ball. It's a 3-on-2. Ansa in the middle field to Koshane Marshall. Marshall spun, but he lost his balance on the slippery turf. Knights, by the way, are in action again tomorrow. It'll be a road game. They're taking on Centenary. 4 o'clock out in Hackettstown. Substitutions for NJCU. Now in the game, number 21, Angelo Romano. Number 25, Peter Rosenthal. And number 31, Kevin Nunez. And now in the game for the Maccabees, number 17, Jake Berlin. Here's an opportunity for the Knights. However, deflection goes right to the goalkeeper, Glugach, as he's there to scoop it up. 9 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. That ball taken away. Kella with it. Kella to Ansa. Back to Kella. Rob Kella looks at the goal. It is blocked, and the clock is going to stop. It's a handball in the box, and it will be a penalty kick for NJCU most likely. Now, for those not familiar with the clock rules, if Knights score, the clock stays off. However, if it's blocked, and the clock will restart. Taking the corner for the Knights will be number 29, Rob Kella. The penalty kick for NJCU. And Kella puts it away, his first goal of the year, and the Knight lead is 5-0.
The NJCU goal scored by number 29, Rob Kella. His first of the year on the penalty kick for NJCU in the 82nd minute. Kella, his first of the year, the Knights lead 5-0.
So Rob Kella makes it 5-0 as 5 different NJCU players have tallied a marker in this one. So most goals NJCU has scored since putting up a 7-0 win against York a year ago. Ansa is going to play the ball up the field. Nunez has it for NJCU. He's fresh into the game. Nunez is going to be called for the foul here as he pushed off on... Oh, no, they're going to call it the other way. They're going to call it on number 11, Bendahan, pushing off on Nunez. Peter Rosenthal, number 25, is going to take the free kick. Running onto it was Crespo. Got a piece of it, but not enough. Doug Reyes is now in the game for the Knights. Now in the game for NJCU, number 20, Doug Reyes. NJCU is offsides on the play. Six minutes, 10 seconds remaining. The Knights with a 5-0 advantage. We have a substitution here for the Maccabees. Into the game for Yeshiva will be number 18, Alon Slonim. And he will replace number 11, Isaac Bendahan. Foul on NJCU will result in a free kick. Foul on the Knights, so this will be a free kick. And Rob Keller took that one pretty hard. Friedewitzer fired it right into him. The ball played down the wing. Here comes Anta, who was able to almost stop on a dime in the wet weather. And this is headed out, played wide. Anta will settle for NJCU. Reyes has it for the Knights. Doug Reyes. .430 remaining. On a slide tackle attempt by Reyes, however, Yeshiva retains possession and then cleared out of bounds by Sandoval. Deep ball up the field. Keeper comes out to knock it away, but goal's open if you can get a look. He's able to backpedal. Nunez has it. Kevin Nunez plays it across on just high. Crespo and Nunez actually switched numbers a few games ago. One uniform fit Crespo better, one fit Nunez better. So they started the year in each other's current uniform number. And they just connect for a shot by Crespo that is high. A couple substitutions here. Returning to the game for Yeshiva is number 23, Jonathan Zinger. .223 remaining as the Knights set to improve to 5-0, or 4-0 with a 5-0 win. They'll look to go to 5-0 tomorrow, 4 o'clock when they take on the Cyclones of Centenary. That's out in Hackettstown, home of M&M's. Last touch by Yeshiva, so this will be an NJCU throw. No, they're saying it's actually a foul, so because of the foul on Yeshiva, the Knights will have a free kick, and it's taken by João Fernandez, who will be one of the only players who will play a full 90 today for NJCU. That's what happens when you're the star center back, and doing so as a freshman. Ron Jones will be the other Gothic Knight who looks like he will play a full 90, as I believe everybody else is now out of the game. Ron Jones, with Edwin Hernandez now out, has switched to a center back role. Jones just got a piece of that one. Under a minute to play in the first half. Crespo with the ball as we approach 30 seconds remaining. And we're about to give the countdown to the crowd here at the Garrity Complex. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, final. And your final score this afternoon in NJCU's 2019 home opener. New Jersey City University defeats Yeshiva by a score of 5-0. With the win, the Gothic Knights improved to 4-0 on the season. Yeshiva drops to 2-1 overall. The next action for the men's soccer team will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. when they take on the Cyclones of Centenary in Hackettstown, New Jersey. The next home game for the Knights will be on Saturday, September 14th at 1 p.m. when they host the Cougars of Medgar Evers College. We thank you for attending today's game, and please arrive home safely. So that'll do it here in Jersey City as the Gothic Knights are able to knock off Yeshiva. They led 1-0 at the half, and then the floodgates open in the second half when they scored 4 goals, 5 different Knights putting balls in the back of the net today. Nelson Segovia got the scoring going in the 44th minute on an assist from Ron Jones. Kevin Alvarez scoring for the first time as a collegian in the 64th minute. Edric DePaula on the assist. Then Joe Burgos scoring for the 4th time in 2 games. Kevin Alvarez getting his first career assist. And Burgos continuing that trend. You score and then you help. Burgos assisting on Edgar Crespo's first goal in the 74th minute to make it 4-0 before Rob Kello's penalty kick sealed it in the 82nd minute. Special thanks today to our stat team of Jim Turvey and Nina Carbonero, dealing with sub after sub after sub. And Ian Ambrose, our manager on the field. Our cameraman today, Ricky Voss, and our new director, John Putter. For everyone at NJCU Athletics, I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for watching this broadcast of NJCU Soccer here on GothicVision. We'll talk to you Tuesday for women's soccer, NJCU against Mount St. Vincent, right here on GothicVision. Be well, everybody.